Medusa is an early game hunter that is looking to slither around the battlefield. Let's talk about it. Hello there everyone, it's me, Keltick, your Smite professor, here today to talk about the basics on how to both play and build Medusa within Smite. Let's touch on abilities. For Medusa's passive, since she is a snake, she suffers no movement speed penalty for strafing sideways. And she's only going to suffer half of the movement speed strafing penalty by moving backwards. This means she is very mobile. Medusa's first ability empowers Medusa's next 4 auto attacks, and this steroid does 2 different things. First, those 4 auto attacks are going to have an insane amount of increased attack speed on them. Second, enemies hit by these auto attacks are going to take the initial auto attack damage and then some damage over time because she's basically coating these 4 auto attacks in some sort of poison. So for Medusa's second ability, we have this line attack. Now, this line attack turns into a line plus cone attack whenever you are actually hitting the ability. Basically, you spit forth acid, and then this acid reflects and hits off of the thing that you target, and then sprays out in a cone from that point. Now, Medusa's second ability is her clear. It's the ability we max first, just keep that in mind. Now, for Medusa's third ability, we have a dash. This dash sends Medusa sending in whatever direction she's facing, and if they connect with an enemy god, that god is going to be rooted for 1 second and have a 50% anti-healing buff for 3 seconds. Now, for Medusa's ultimate ability, she basically is going to do the thing that Medusa does in lore. Try to turn you into stone. Takes off the visor, there's this giant cone. If enemies are facing Medusa, they are stunned for 2 seconds. If enemies are facing away from Medusa, they are slowed for 3 seconds. Do note that being in vision of Medusa means being any kind of vision in Medusa. You have to turn your back to avoid this stun. Now, that means Medusa wants to try and be front on, start this ability, and then even if they try and turn sideways, if they're too slow, they're still going to be stunned if they are only half facing Medusa. Now, what's important here is Medusa, if they do get a kill on a god while this stun or the slow is active on the god is going to stay there in stone form to remind people what happened. Now, what's important about this stone, besides the fact that it absorbs 3 auto attacks, is you can actually spit and have the acid spray cone come out off of the stone structure. So now that we know the basics of Medusa's abilities, this is the build that I recommend for Medusa right now. This is the fail not build. This is the crit build. Beware of thorns, it will kill you. But besides that, this build is a lot of fun. Remember, Medusa likes to have some attack speed and some crit. Usually, I'd recommend building the Silver Branch Bow build, but I recommend that build for everything. So this is a different look at a hunter build that you can try and have fun with. Now just remember, as Medusa, you need to try and bully out your opponent. Always try to spit on them and the wave. It's quite easy to do depending on their positioning. And then from there, remember, you can also play really safe because your ultimate makes you crowd control immune. Now that's all the time I have to talk about Medusa. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to this channel right now. If you want to keep learning Smite with me, click on this video. I'll be there to explain it. Otherwise, have yourselves a casual day and I will see you in the next video. Take care.